We'll continue on with the program tonight. We'll move back to the legend category for our sixth inductee of the evening, and it is Jim Campbell. And to do the presenting honors, Mike Perry.
First of all, I'd like to say it's an honor. I got a phone call. Bill Crooks is supposed to be doing this, and he had surgery a week ago, and he thought he would be able to be here, and he wasn't able to be here. But let's keep him in our prayers. He had some arteries cleaned out, and he is doing better this week. As far as me and Jim, I was just a teenage boy at that time. And as most of you know, my dad had the tire shop that sold the Goodyear racing tires. My brother, he would change them, and then he would throw them off the side, and I'd do the air and the measuring. And that's where we come acquainted with Jim a lot. And Dad always cherished Jim. He was a class act. When he would pull in, he was a class act. And so a lot of this is what Bill has wrote. I've added a little bit to it, and hope this do honors for him. Jim Campbell, he comes from Harrison, Arkansas. He has his wife Barbara, has a son and two daughters. And he was telling me he's got a whole crew out here, about 30 or 40. 30 of them came up from Arkansas to see this, and I welcome you all. Jim owned the Campbell, O's, and Cadillac dealership in Harrison. He started racing after he had an accident at the dealership, breaking both his legs, and started his first race while he was still on crutches. His racing career was around from 72 to 84. At first, Jim raced on dirt tracks, Fayetteville, Muskogee, ran Bolivar, Monette. It was mentioned earlier, he was always with his longtime friend, and if you want to know his real last name, it was Joe David, but they called him Joe Fast. So there he is. Both drove, he's got this wrote down as Monte Carlos was built with the help of Ferris Collier. He owned and he drove two of Larry Phillips's cars, and Jim was always one that he knew that Larry Phillips was going to put him in a good car. Jim raced here at the fairgrounds on the asphalt. He held his own with Mark Martin, Rusty Wallace, Larry Phillips, and he raced every Friday night. He would be here. He won a championship at the Fayetteville, co-champion with Rusty Wallace, and tied in points in 77. This is the part that I really like about him. He was introduced a lot of times at the racetracks as Gentleman Jim. He won Sportsman of the Year, most popular driver, at least 4 times during his racing career. This is from Bill Crooks himself. He said this was such an honor to be with Jim and to be on his pit crew. Said he had many good times and a whole book of stories, and he wanted to tell you congratulations, Jim. It does me honor to be able to do this for Jim. And I'd like to introduce you to Gentleman Jim, Mr. Jim Campbell.
Well, I don't know what I could add too much, but he was right about Larry Phillips, because he was the great one around here. Everybody knew Larry. He built my cars. All the Ferris Collier put one together, and he sent me down there to Wells, but during off season he couldn't get to it. Ferris never did build it fast enough to pass him very much, so. And then, of course, I got to Ken Escher. Me and Ken, we battled about 3 nights a week. And then after we'd get through battling, I'd send my car home with Ken, he'd fix it up. We'd go at it again the next week. So we battled pretty hard for years. Then I finally decided to go to all asphalt, went back to Larry, and he put me together a couple cars. And he told me, he said, "You're not figuring on winning this first year, are you?" I said, "Well, I thought I might." And he said, "I think what you need to do is just, I'm gonna put your dirt car and fix it up a little bit. Then in the winter, we'll get you a good asphalt together." I said, "Okay." So he said, "When you get out there, when I pass you, you follow me." He said, "You learn what I'm doing on this asphalt." Well, it wouldn't be too long, he'd pass me, he'd be gone. I couldn't see too much what he was doing. So it went on down through the years, and then I got a hold of Gene Snyder and got the new cars. And Gene Snyder, one heck of a motor builder. They talked about him a while ago. He built all of my engines, and I never had one to break. I had more power than most time. You always hear people say, "Well, I've got too much power." Don't have enough power. I usually had too much power the way I drove it. But he's a good engine builder. And even Dick's Machine Shop, they talked about him a while ago. He built one engine for me way back on the dirt before I started. And then Bill Crooks, they talk about him. He was the flagman there, and he got to going with me. And Bill done real good with us. We went off down Mississippi and Alabama, here and there. And then, of course, Larry Shaw got in on the deal just a little bit. He was a friend of mine back in those days. He helped us one year. And he got me going so fast, and he built him 6,000 cars, told him since. Quite a builder on cars. And then Chico, Ron Chico, I guess y'all know him, Ron England. I don't know if you know, we know him by Chico. He was he could do anything with metal. Built the tunnels and whatever I needed to build, tell him about it, he could build it. And then we get out to my family. I thought, well, my family, we had a motorhome we traveled in most of the time back then. And I thought, well, I'm kind of causing them a hardship. Well, come to find out that they was liking it better than I was. They got to go to all the fairs on the weekends and eat all the corn dogs and all the lemonade and meet all the people. So when we quit, they kind of got mad at me. But I really appreciate this association honoring me. Thank you very much, all of you.